Good morning. Got an interesting one for you today. It's middle of summer, and my church, we're going to be integrating our sound stuff with the church that we rent from, and that's happening today. So not only are we going to be installing our soundboard, taking theirs out, but our video system we are going to take care of. And then so the camera's already been mounted on the back wall, and I'll show that to you. But they have an HDMI auto splitter, so it's a 4 input by 1 output, and it auto splits, or it auto switches, I should say, between those 4, depending on which one was plugged in most recently, or which one is sending signal most recently, let's put it that way. And then they have a rather interesting Cat5 distribution to their 2 projectors, and they just also put in a line for a TV on the back wall for stage display. It's really just going to be a mirrored output, or not a mirrored, I mean, it's going to be another output of what's going on the screen. So it's not going to be a true stage display, you know, with next slide and that kind of thing, and timers and clocks and all that jazz, but it's something. So I'm also going to be working on prettying up their cables because it's a bit of a mess right now. And then we're also putting in another floor pocket to give us 8 channels on the stage instead of 6. It would be 9 channels, but I have to back feed the subwoofers through one of those channels, so should be a busy day. So we have begun. This is what I'm working on right now. Just getting our mixer all disconnected. This is what we're going to be replacing. And I'm going to do my best to clean up all that. Yeah. Fun stuff. Yay me. Now those guys up there are working on figuring out where the floor pocket is going to go. Alright, so I got the board all wired. Got theirs all disconnected. So I'm about to take their Allen and Heath out. And they're getting ready to cut the hole. Okay, so we've gotten a little behind because the first hole that we cut in the stage actually was too far away from the well in the concrete where the conduit comes in. So we had to cut a second hole, measured it like 5 times. So what I'm doing now is we have the pull string, or I have the pull string laid out, and it's the approximate length of the conduit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to lay out 3 lengths of mic cable because I need to run 3 audio lines. We actually have 2 Cat5 lines already running to the box that we need the Ethernet to run into. So that's awesome. That's one less cable that we have to pull. The guys are working on identifying out of the 6 lines that are running up there, which 2 they are, and then I can just snag what I need. So that is where we're at. All right, there's my 3 cables. My modified spool holder. We're getting there. All right, I am now by myself, so I can talk normal volume, that kind of thing, now that the other guys are gone. Where am I at? I am right in the thick of it. So I discovered a couple cables that need to be in one of these TechFlex sleeves, so I'm going to have to redo that for a third time. But it's actually okay because it'll let me get rid of a bunch of that tangle right there. I need to get some more TechFlex for that bundle of gray cables. So I'm going to see if I can't find a local source for that. Otherwise, I'm going to have to order it in. I'm also working on getting the stuff that was on the wall there Velcroed in under the shelf. And then I've got video equipment like the switch, the recorder that I also want to mount either on top or underneath that. So over here, careful where I'm stepping, we're going to hopefully build a full-length shelf here that goes the width of this work surface. I'll put the monitor on top of that. Their keyboard and mouse will go underneath that. And then over here, we'll save this space on top of the shelf for our laptop. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure this out. And then I think the video switcher is going to go right here, either this way or this way. And then our lighting controller will go here as well. Alternatively, I may put the laptop right here. I may put the lighting controller up here and the switcher here. I have to try and cram 3 people into this space. So it's going to be really tight. But the advantage is that we won't need to have the wire card anymore. We won't need to have the table set up. And I also need to find a place for that TV somewhere in here as well. But I think I'm going to wait for that until I get the shelf in here. So that is where I'm at. I think I'm going to get to soldering. I think I might just try and wrap up the stage at this point for the rest of today. I mean, it's already 3:30, and I don't want to stay here much past 6. I do need to break and eat lunch because I haven't done that yet. I think I'll redo that one braided sleeving, that TechFlex sleeving, untangle the cables, redo it, get the heat shrink on there, and make it look nice. I'll take care of the stage, get all the soldering there, get the boxes done, and I think that'll probably be right about 6 o'clock. So we will see. Update time. It's just after 6. And I actually decided to just kind of finish the booth. The host church here, Eastwoods, has youth in here on Wednesday nights. So, and it's very unlikely that I'm going to be able to get back here before probably Friday. So I need to make sure the sound system is functional. May not look pretty, but I am trying to do what I can to make it look good. So what that means is I'm going to be here quite late. But let me show you how far I've gotten. So I got all the mic cables off of the patch panel, and they're actually behind there, behind these bottom panels, just hardwired, with an XLR connector into that bundle of cables. I went ahead and redid the other braided sleeve, so that's good to go. So I'm just prettying up the gray cables right now to run over along the wall back over there, because that little hole is where this cart goes. So yeah, I'm just getting ready to connect everything back up to the board here. So after that, then I've got some soldering to do up on the stage, get those boxes taken care of, and then I can do system tests, make sure everything's still working the way it's supposed to. And then I can figure out the wiring, you know, like which wire goes to which connector on the back here. So overall, it's going okay. I'm going to be here a little later than I intended, but that's okay. Got to get it done. A little after 7. But check this out. Sorry, got to turn it around. Got it installed. That's not on the floor like I was anticipating. But it was running up there, if you remember. So dropping it down does take some of the cable length away, but it's okay. I did do a test using our little stage bug here, which just has a 3.5 millimeter jack. So we are getting sound out of the mains. The problem is, like an idiot, I didn't label any of those. So I know some of them are wrong, but I'm going to have to go channel by channel and figure out which one's which. Joyce. Anyway, I'm going to go to the stage and finish soldering and get the boxes put in, and then I can start testing. And then it's really just a matter of, I dropped the mouse, just getting the right cables to the right channels, which is exciting. Stage is done. You can see that the boxes went in very, very nicely. So now, ow, hurt my ankle doing something, not sure what. So now I need to go line by line and test each one to see where I get signal. So we'll do that. All right, it's about 10 o'clock and I'm calling it for the night. So, good news. All 11 stage inputs work. Monitor output works. Narthex or Foyer speaker works. Cryroom speaker works. Our wireless handheld works. The monitor works. The subwoofers work. We're pretty much good. I have a little more work to do on Friday. Actually, I have a lot more work to do on Friday. Friday is going to be finishing up audio because all the wireless will be here, so I need to get that integrated, which is going to be on that shelf behind me. And then it's going to be all video because I didn't have any time to work on video today. So I will be back. So we'll see you Friday. Thanks for coming along.